Hey, you beautiful people, you beautiful whoever is watching this. Um, I'm sending you greetings from beautiful city of Utrecht in Holland. And I have a special guest today. This beautiful lady, her name is Ronja Sebastian. And why I wanted to introduce her to you is because she is an amazing tantric and Taoist, right? Teacher. And I don't know, sexual energy worker and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, about
Anything else?
bliss and embodiment and sensual awakening.
Yes, so she's traveling the world and doing workshops. And we just finished a 5-day retreat with about 50 people. It was crazy intense, really beautiful,
Yeah.
and heart opening, and opening everything else.
Nice to see you guys.
So I have a few questions for you.
Great.
So, because I'm a man, and I think there's also a few men might be watching this, I would love to know, what can you tell me about what do women really want, and how can me and other men become this amazing, I don't know, sex gods or whatever, just amazing men. But how can we like make you super happy?
Sure. So first of all, keep on following this guy, obviously. That's the number one thing. Secondly,
Really
apart
important.
from everything that is in terms of lifestyle compatibility and meeting someone that you share a similar vision of the kind of life you want to live, whether it's to like settle down and have a home with a lot of comfort, or you want to travel the world and have crazy adventures. So that's like on the level of detail, that's a different thing. But then there's like this overall thing that it seems like pretty much every woman is longing for in a man. And the number one thing that we as women want in a man is depth and presence. So depth and presence is just this feeling of that you're completely there with us. Because that's really that place when a man is really holding the space for a woman and really being there with her. That's when we can really relax and open. And for me it's really that feeling of when I'm with a guy and I feel like I can just be exactly the wild and free and sensual being that I am, and with everything, as well as allow the full spectrum of emotion, and I know that he can handle it. Like if I'm afraid that or if I can sense that a guy is gonna collapse or run away if I show all of myself, then I'm not going to fully open. And if I don't fully open, that means that you kind of miss out on the biggest part of the pleasure that can be experienced with a woman. So the beauty from the man's perspective of being able to really fully hold a space for a woman is that she'll relax into the fullness of her beauty and her sensuality, which makes for a lot more pleasurable experience for both of you.
So if I understood you correctly, the man should put away all the tools that you have that you want to fix the woman and be like, we're gonna make you really happy all the time, and stop trying to analyze where her problem lays from the past and how can we fix it, but start fully embracing.
Definitely, that's totally right on, and I think this is like the fundamental thing that keeps on glitching in relationships, is when this beautiful, beautiful quality of the masculine that wants to come up with a solution, like it's like, okay, we have a problem here, how can we get to the solution? But when a woman is sharing her emotions, it's not so much that pretty much never that she wants to be fixed or get a solution, but she just wants to be felt and received and met and heard and loved. And then when that is there isn't any problem, because from the masculine perspective it's like because the masculine is at home in this freedom and spaciousness and nothingness, and the feminine is at home in the emotion and the fullness and everything. From the masculine perspective it's like, oh, she would be better off if she wasn't feeling this emotion.
Yeah.
But from the feminine perspective it's, no, she would be better off if she's feeling the emotion with her heart wide open. So it's not about getting the emotion to come to a resolution, but about opening as whatever is showing up. So if you can hold a space and say like, hey, you can be anything, you can bring anything, you can show up as anything, and I'm here, then she can fully allow everything. And yes, we can cultivate this capacity within ourselves as women as well. And at the same time, in relationships, it's so fucking blissful when a guy is there and like, babe, you can just like whatever you like, however you feel.
You can scream, you can cry, you can punch me. Well, not in the face, but just like.
And when we as women feel like we can bring our fullness and you don't collapse, then we can fully relax and surrender, and like the orgasmic experience just goes through the roof. And also as a guy, I feel, I mean, this is something that I think Klemen is teaching so incredibly beautifully. And I mean, he's a dear friend, and I've seen him, you know, in relating and stuff, and I'm like, man, it's like to witness somebody, to witness a guy be with a woman, and maybe she's upset or angry or something, maybe she's saying like nasty things, and he's like, I love you and I'm here. It's like, as a guy, when nothing can really push you off center, it's like you get superpowers. And and it's almost like, let's see what words are coming. It's like people keep on saying this thing about how guys are like afraid of women's emotions, and I think women are afraid of women's emotions, and men are afraid of their own emotions.
They're intense. The emotions can get intense.
Yeah, it's intense, and our society is like, no, don't express. Like, let's turn the ocean into a swimming pool.
Yeah, just be happy and just.
If you're sad, just like close your door and deal with it in private. But so when there is this feeling of like having to diminish everything, then we just come into such a state of compromise. But the saying that guys are so afraid of women's emotions, what I want to say to that is
that's kind of true, because women are kind of scary.
Yes, but as a man, you also have access to this centeredness inside, this presence, this state of consciousness, which is essentially that part of you that never ever changes. It's the part of you that is that vast, open presence, that is pure consciousness. And when you can rest as that, then she can, you know, be as emotional as she wants, but you're consciousness and you're there. And that's the superpowers I'm talking about. So, and that's, well, I'm curious to hear your experience, because it doesn't seem to me like you're still human, and there are moments, but it seems to me like you in general, when I've seen you like in interaction, I don't see you being afraid of a woman's emotions. It's more like you're like, yes, bring it. Almost like it's energizing you.
So what I can say about that is we're really enjoying this beautiful busy street right here, so sometimes there are motorbikes passing by, just to mention that. Yeah, in the beginning I was actually really afraid of women's emotions, not that long ago, like 4 years ago. And even if I saw a girl cry, I was like, what should I do now? Like, I need to do something, but I don't know what to do. Like, how can I fix her? How can I, like, I don't know, get rid of this awkward situation, or like, I don't know. Like, I was actually really uncomfortable with a woman crying. Especially if somebody would see me, because then I was like, oh no, now they're gonna think something about me and blah blah blah.
So you're kind of focusing in almost like on your own self-image as opposed to like being there.
Yeah, like, oh, what if they're gonna think that I hurt her, or there's something like, but it means something about me. And so how did I learn that? Well, basically, I just read books, I did courses, and I learned that emotions are beautiful, and that anger is beautiful, and sadness is beautiful, and crying is really beautiful because it's usually a release, similar than laughter. And I just learned that when I can hold that space, and breathing really helps me to do that and relaxing my body. That's something that I constantly share with people, and it's just the most powerful thing I know. Because still, when I don't know, my girlfriend Leonie is having some intense emotionalism, I need to breathe really deeply in order to allow to be with that, because it can also be intense for me to be with those emotions. So, but I've just seen so many times what is on the other side when you fully allow that, how a woman melts when she feels totally loved within whatever she feels. it's just so beautiful. And I really like, I love to fix things. So I tried all the things how I can fix my girlfriends or girls, and it never worked. So if you want to fix her, stop fixing her, because then you can really fix her.
Definitely, exactly.
Well, it just
exactly.
works.
That's like the one fix for everything is like just
Stop
not try
fixing.
to fix,
Yeah.
but just be there. And you'll notice as well, I'm sure you notice it as well, that when you don't try and fix the problem or analyze the emotion or make it wrong or try to come to a resolution of some kind, but you're just there and holding space, meaning that the emotion, energy can flow freely, then it changes pretty quickly. You know, when somebody's holding on to like being in a kind of mood and annoyed or frustrated or sad, is usually when we are suppressing the emotion, when we're resisting it in some way. So if you, even if she's resisting it, you can say like, hey babe, bring it to me, I'm here to hold the space for you. Then it shifts really quickly. You know, you start seeing women like go from crying 1 second to just like breaking into like tears, into laughter, and then into pleasure and orgasm, trigasm. Yeah, and there's also this phenomenon that as women we don't have as immediate access usually to sexual energy as you guys often have. I'm generalizing here, but in general. A woman's sexual energy is intimately tied to her, linked to her emotional state. And so if we are like suppressing anger or frustration, say for example if something has been building up in my system for a few days or something, and I feel a bit numb and cut off from my sensuality, to try and override that and go into some kind of superficial pleasure just doesn't work, and it's like half-assed at best. But if me and my partner, if we can utilize that as a gateway into the deeper pleasure, then it really opens. So for example, if I'm feeling a bit frustrated, then rather than try to like ignore that and push it away, I turn up the volume and amplify the frustration. So begin to breathe more like fiery, and maybe even I might ask my partner like, can we wrestle? Can you like playfully push me down and just get it into the physical? And then
I express it vocally
as well, and to not for you to not take anything personally, but just be like, yes, I am the superhero who can actually allow this.
Because you are the superhero if you're a man, and you can also do that if you're a woman.
Yeah,
so.
and this is not like easy stuff, but if you can encourage her to get it into the physical or just invite her into that, then it will move. Or if it's sadness, to just allow her to cry. And you can even make love even as she's feeling sad. That's another ninja tip. Just to suggest to make love, to have sex when she's feeling sad. And I would say like take it really, 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 really slow and gentle so that she can just fully relax. But then from that space, it's like dissolving into the layers. If you imagine pleasure being like this foundational natural state, when a woman is open, she's naturally in pleasure because the feminine is this flow of life.
Natural, yeah.
Yeah, it's super, 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 super natural. And there might be a couple of layers or 1 or 2 layers of emotion on top. You need to go into that and open that, and then you'll naturally come into this pleasure. And that pleasure is so much deeper and richer than any kind of like superficial avoidance thingy that you can.
And the most beautiful thing is that women are extremely receptive to this energy and to emotions, whether they're suppressed or not. So even if they might not know it consciously what's going on, if there are some emotions suppressed on either my side or on a woman's side, she will feel it. And she will feel cold, and she might try to push herself to do something because she feels like she needs to or something like that. But the experience will always stay shallow and in some way unfulfilling. So they can feel that. So there's also a good part in that, when they feel that you fully embrace her and that you embrace your emotions, she will resonate with that and she will open up really fast.
Yeah, women are like tuning forks in that way. Really deeply powerful. And as a man, what I feel opens me the most, and what every woman I've ever spoken about this with agrees with as well, is that there's a combination of total presence and just that restedness, that you're centered and open and in a way untouched by the drama that happens. Even if she seems like she's wanting to pull you in, she's not really wanting to pull you in, she's wanting to try and pull you in and notice that she can't. Basically, like trying to pull you in but notice that you stay centered in your own space. So the quality of presence and holding space simultaneously the penetrating quality. Like those two together are gold.
So if you're still wondering how can I get to this present state, like I always say, keep on breathing, keep on relaxing. You can also listen to different kind of meditations that you can find on YouTube or buy anywhere. You can also listen to my audio training that I sent to you in the previous email. I just guided that kind of a session to her personally yesterday, and it was a very beautiful experience.
And where can they get that training?
On my side?
Yes.
Well, I think they already know because they're on my list, I guess.
Well, they might be coming from anywhere, but anyway,
Yeah,
if anybody's
so-
watching this who is not
yeah.
already on his inner circle list, then
Yes,
check
that
out
is-
klementhomas.com and get the guided meditation. I had the live experience of it yesterday and I loved it. It's really powerful, it's really good, it brings a lot of clarity as well as empowerment and like whatever it is that you desire, it makes it's like almost as if you download it into the present moment, making it real for you now, and then reality has to respond to that.
And if you like this beautiful woman and you want to know more about her, they can find you on where?
RonjaSebastian.com. If you have any women in your life, hopefully you have women in your life. And you can also let them know about sensualyogini.com, which is the online academy I have for women, which is a growing women's community with a lot of practices. And they learn really cool things that also makes things better for you as a man. Like we learn kind of, we have the pussy power yoni yoga workout and different things that brings a lot more pleasure both for women as well as any man who is with them. So yeah, if you want any women there, you're welcome.
And I would love to hear from you how this video was for you and what you learned from it. And so make sure you comment down below so we can hear what you have to say. Bye-bye.